It's in the game.
PlayStation.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some ballers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. He's taking the shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a gap. It's Brock. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He makes a catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation.
Turning it on! And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to put you on the sideline, you in the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
I got you, baby.
Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Moore to the air. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Johnson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. The Ducks have enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Moore will throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Ducks will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. Got a man, it's Gill. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd.
7, Oregon, 0.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing on the rock. Pulls it in inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Oregon.
The corners are walked up tight, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Moore to the air. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Oregon.
That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it, put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage, you got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. Alabama is on the short side of things right now, but like the days of Tua and Devontae Smith in the 2018 title game, do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. We've got you covered in this gigantic top 5 matchup, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires the pass, intercepted.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
He'll start this drive firing. And the timing just a hair off.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got enough for the first. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up for the PAT.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Oregon, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's low. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Corner's going to give them room. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Moore to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
On third down, he drops to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Ducks send out the punt unit.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
They kick it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 3rd. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes a connection. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. He leaves it with his back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. He caught it, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Moore to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Syracuse 14, Oregon 7.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Will take over first and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going right to work up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw again. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Moore will throw. Takes the grab. It's Green. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Moore. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Calls his own number.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Got his man on the right.
Pass on third down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown, Oregon.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run, it's Brock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Going to swing it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loss of 2.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. More to the air. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab, and an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They just keep firing. That's caught. It's Horton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. A run for the quarterback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Brock. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Using his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback keeper. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Now on the move. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. First down here for the offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.